Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, hi, my name is Maya, and today's video is going to be the dad Q&A. So, these are all questions that I had you guys ask. I asked you guys on my Musical.ly to ask questions for Alan to answer. Alan does not want to be in videos right now, like, he doesn't want to sit down and film a video with me. Completely fine, understand, he doesn't like to be on camera and stuff. So I did ask him all of these questions, and I have all of the answers that he has answered for them, and I have them all written down here and on the back too. So I have a lot of questions to go through, and I did write down every single question that I got asked. If it was asked more than once, I obviously did not have it written down twice, because some questions were asked like 3 to 4 times. So I think I have 20 questions that I asked him altogether. So yeah, let's get right on with the dad Q&A. I will try to put the picture of the comment on the screen. If not, I'm sorry. I will try and see if it'll work. But yeah, so the first question is, what was your reaction when Maya told you she was pregnant? And his answer was he was happy and excited. I don't think he ever really like had that oh crap moment. I think he kind of just like blew past that. So the next question is, if you were to have more kids, what would you want to have, boy or girl? His answer was, it doesn't matter if it's a boy or girl, so he doesn't really care if we have a boy or a girl next. Me, on the other hand, I want a girl next, because I did want a boy first, but I also want a girl, so I can have 2 little ones. The next question is, how do you feel about being a young dad? And he said that he feels great about it, so he doesn't like feel ashamed or anything like that about it. Of course, it is stressful and all of that, but overall he sees it as something that happened. It's changed our life around, and he feels great about it. So that's good that he's not like feeling terrible or something about it. I would never want him to feel like that. The next question is, what is your favorite thing about Maya? And he said everything. Like, he didn't give me a specific thing or anything like that, which I don't really think he has a specific thing that he likes about me, honestly. Just overall, he just likes me, which I guess that's good, I think. Not sure. The next question is, who asked who out? So what they mean by this question is, which one, me or Alan, asked the other person out? And basically, neither me or Alan really asked each other out. It wasn't like, will you go out with me? It was more or less like, oh, both telling each other that we liked each other, and it just kind of started to act more like we were dating than just friends. And then we just said, so are we dating or no? And then basically it ended up us being together. Like, it was never ever a moment where either of us just said, do you want to go out with me, or anything like that. It just kind of happened, which I don't know, I guess that's just how things went. The next question is, how did you and Maya meet? And we did meet over Facebook social media. We were friends on there for a while, but we never actually like talked to each other for a really long time. Both me and him had multiple accounts like made, because I think he either got hacked or forgot his password on his old account. I got hacked and I had to remake a new account. So we had been friends for like 2 to 3 years on Facebook, but we never ever spoke to each other. We were just those types of people where you follow random people but never talk to them, and then one day we just started to talk randomly. So the next question is, have you ever had second thoughts about being with Maya / being a dad? And he said no, which I can actually kind of see that he has never really had second thoughts. Like, I know that's the typical girlfriend answer. oh no, I know he's not had second thoughts, but he, like, you can just tell, like, if he was going to leave, like, if he wanted to leave or was having second thoughts, you could have definitely saw it on his face, and I definitely tell that he's never had that. So the next question is, are you happy about having a kid? And he said yes. I'm glad about that. Glad he's not mad about it. The next question is, what do you do in your free time? And he likes to work on bikes when he's not busy doing other stuff, like helping out family and stuff like that. So basically, Alan could take a bike apart completely, wash it, everything, clean all the parts to it, and put it back together in just a matter of like an hour. It's crazy how fast this kid can work. He definitely likes to work on bikes. I have really noticed that he really does like to work on bikes, and that's something that I think he could go work at a bike shop or something. I could see him doing that, but I really could see him working on cars and stuff more, because I know that he like talks about cars all the time and all the parts and stuff about cars, so I could see him doing either or in the future. The next question is, what is your favorite color? And his favorite color is neon green. The next question is, do you think Grayson will look more like you or Maya? And his answer was him. I knew he was going to say him. I honestly think Grayson is going to look more like him too. I feel like Grayson's going to have very little features of me. We did just get 3D pictures, and we have both agreed that Grayson has a mixture of our noses. It's not specifically one or the others. It is a mix. So hopefully Grayson does have like 50-50 of our features, and it's not just like more towards one person, but you never know. It probably will be Alan though that he will look like more, which I am never going to complain about. The next question is, if you had one wish for Grayson, what would it be? And Alan's answer was to not do stupid stuff like he did, or basically like do stupid stuff that he's done in the past, like, I don't know, gotten in trouble in school, that kind of stuff, I'm guessing is what he was like referring to, which I honestly don't want him to get into trouble or anything and all of that. So I definitely see where Alan is coming from. I do not want Grayson to be getting in trouble and doing some stuff that Alan might have done in the past, but that is the past, so we're not going to dwell on that. The next question is, how many kids do you want, / if you had a girl, what would you name her? And he wants 2 kids in total. As you guys know, I want 2 to 3 kids. You guys know I talk about this all the time. I do really want a girl. I do want to have at least 1 girl. So if we don't have a girl on the second time that we have a baby, I'm going to sit here and beg him for another one until he gives in. And to answer, he said that if we did have a girl, he would want to name her Coraline. He spelled her name wrong, though, when he typed it to me. I thought it was so funny. Like, we've sat here, like, in the beginning of the pregnancy trying to figure out what girl names we wanted, and he spelled it right all the time. And then I think it's just because we haven't talked about girl names in a really long time that he kind of forgot that it was with an O and not an A, because that's Caroline, not Coraline. Either that or his phone autocorrected it. I don't know. But we both have agreed that Coraline is definitely the next girl. If we have a little girl, that is going to be her name. No doubt about that. So the next question is, are you happy with Maya? And he said, yes, he is happy with me, which, whew, what a relief. I'm glad that he's happy with me, because I am a pain in the butt for sure. Holy crap. So glad that he is not sick of me yet with my mood and everything that's been going on. The next question was, why do you love Maya? And I love his answer to this question, and it says, does it matter why I love her? The reason I love that is because basically he's saying, like, he's not saying does it matter why I love her, like, he's not saying it in like a bad tone or anything. He's basically saying, why does there have to be a reason that I love her? Just isn't it good enough to know that I do love her and I want her in my life? Like, that's why I think it's so sweet, because there's not something specific on why he loves me. He basically is saying that he loves everything about me, and it doesn't matter what about me that he loves, he just in general loves me. So the next question was, who said I love you first? And this is honestly surprising, because normally you would think in the relationship that the girl would say I love you first, but he actually was the one who said I love you first. I was kind of still going through the phase of having really bad relationships in the past and trying to get through all of that and everything. So I was in that phase where I was kind of nervous to get close to somebody else because I didn't want to get hurt again. And when he did say that he loved me first and it wasn't me, I had like a weight lifted off my shoulder, because normally guys say I love you back to the girl, and the girl is normally the first one to say it. So I was kind of relieved when I heard him say that he loved me first, and that's kind of when I knew that he really did like want to be with me and stuff, is because he always said it first. Like, I did not have to force him to say it, or it wasn't just me saying it first, it was always him saying it first. And now it's just instinct. If one of us leaves to go somewhere, we are always like, oh, be careful, let me know when you're home, and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's super duper good. The next question is, how much do you love Maya? And they gave us a scale of 1 to 10 to do this, and his answer was 10,000, so he went off the scale. The next question was, were you more scared or excited when you found out Maya was pregnant? And he said excited. I was honestly not too scared. I was more like, oh, we gotta tell my mom. Like, I wasn't nervous really at first that I was pregnant or anything, because like, it happened, it's done, it's over with, what am I gonna do about it? Like, there's nothing like that can take it back. Like, I can't change what's happened already. So basically, the only thing that we were really scared about were telling our parents, because we didn't know how they were gonna react. Especially, I was nervous to tell his mom and everything, like me and him telling his family, because I had not met his family yet. Like, he had met my family, but I had not met his family yet. So I was like, oh great, I'm going to go to a family event with him, and they're all gonna be like, oh, so this is the girl you knocked up. So, but they are super duper sweet, and I'm glad that they are like my second family, and they have really brought me in like I'm one of their own. So it feels good to have my boyfriend's family liking me, because I don't know what I would do if they hated me. The next question is, have you ever wanted to change Grayson's name? So he said no, he never wanted to change Grayson's name, but if you do follow me on Musical.ly, well, I guess I didn't really announce it yet, but we did change Grayson's middle name the other day. We were going through these questions, and I told him, and I asked him, I said, did you ever want to change Grayson's name? And he said no. And I said, well, I did at once, like at some points, and I still do sometimes think that we should change his middle name, because it's such like a common middle name, I feel, and like it's just kind of like a middle name that everybody goes to for boys is James. So we kind of wanted something, I don't know, different to go with Grayson's name, even if it didn't really sound like it went with it. So we did, like, I told him that I wanted his middle name to either be Alan, so that he had his father's first name in his name, so it would have been Grayson Alan Nowak, or Grayson James Alan Nowak with a little dash in between, so he would have two middle names. But overall, we ended up picking Michael to be Grayson's middle name, so his whole name now is Grayson Michael Nowak, and Alan's middle name is actually Michael as well. So it's cute. Him and his daddy share this middle name, and I did tell Alan that if we have another boy, I definitely want his first name, or his middle name, to be Alan, or have the name Alan in it at some point. Even if it is two middle names, I definitely wanted to have Alan in it to represent his dad. So I did want that to be represented, because I feel like Alan deserves that. So Grayson Michael Nowak is Grayson's full official name now. I don't think that we're going to be changing it at all. Cross our fingers. I have the hiccups. So the last question, no, this is not the last question, there's one more. The next question is, do you want to marry Maya? And he said, yes, I plan on marrying her. I don't know when, so now I'm kind of like, when is this gonna happen? And a lot of you guys on my Musical.ly have been saying, oh, I bet he's gonna propose soon, I bet he's gonna propose soon. And you guys keep asking me, has Alan proposed to you yet? Not yet, guys. It hasn't happened. I definitely will let you guys all know when that happens, I promise. And the other question that I got just this morning is, can Alan drive? And no, he is not able to drive. Neither me or him have our licenses or our permits, but we are going to be getting them as soon as we possibly can because it will just be so much easier, and when we move out and everything, it will be so much easier to get around without having to ask for rides. We can get to family events on our own and not have to worry about family members not being able to pick us up and taking us home. Like, overall, it will just be super duper easy, so much more easier to get around, and we won't be late for things, waiting for people to come get us. Like, it'll just be so much easier. So we are working hard on everything like that. So yeah. I really hope you guys enjoyed the dad Q&A. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys.